Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's your favorite girl Aryma here, of course. So on the 19th of December 2022, your girl finally got to leave Nigeria to Canada. Basically, this is my relocation vlog, Nigeria to Canada. And my elder brother was present live and direct with me in the airport. I'm very sure you guys didn't see him in the family video I made, which was my last video before this one when I traveled back home. He was already in Lagos, so he actually followed me to the airport with my friend. Gayo! Yeah, my brother. My two bodyguards. After hours of waiting and checking in of our luggages, we decided to have something to eat while we wait for 2:45 p.m.
This is your last Kilimanjaro rides.
No, I was still
Until when next you come back to Nigeria? Man?
Finally, guys, I'm done eating. We're done checking in our bags, which was the highlight of the whole thing. I was literally so scared as to how the checking in was gonna be. I was tense actually, but I mean, we got through it somehow. We're able to do everything. Paid about how many dollar? At first they said $500 though, but somehow. Okay. Anyways, my flight is gonna be by 2:45, and we just finished eating. I'm traveling alone with my people, my family, and I'm just waiting, trying to spend more time as much as I can with them before traveling. So Chili's cousin is gonna pick me in the airport when I arrive. That's just basically it. It's quite stressful, but I didn't go through all of those stress because I have people that came to help me in the airport. My brother and Chili, they all came to help me out, and I didn't even stress at all. It was so easy because they were there to help me anyways. So that's just it. Right now I'm at Kilimanjaro trying to, I mean, I feel like basically this is the only place you can get seats, because in the airports, all of those other places, you can't even get seats, and my feet was already starting to hurt. Thankfully, I'm not crying right now. I don't intend to cry because my eye is going to be all swollen and all of those stuff. Anyways, guys, this is just to tell you guys that I'm done checking in my bags, and it wasn't as hard as I was thinking it was gonna be. It was so swift. Give you guys the updates when I get to the flight. Yeah, I'm with my camera and just one extra bag. I just feel I keep getting window seats all through. Yeah, but I got a window seat, which is so nice. The food didn't really look that bad, but trust me, when it comes to the smell, it was awful. But the vegetable, the cake, the bread, the guava juice tasted really nice. But for the food, the main dish, it was just off for me. Yeah, so I had the cake and the vegetables and the bread and the juice, which was nice. And the other one, I didn't really take it because it wasn't just for me. I was so scared of having running stomach right in the plane. Yeah, so I forgot to mention I was traveling with Egypt Air, and my flight from Nigeria to Cairo Airport in Egypt was about 6 hours, which was pretty long for me. It's a bit of turbulence, and the plane right now is shaky. I can't even fall asleep right now. Just if you didn't get what I said well enough, there was so much turbulence and the plane was shaky, everyone was sleeping. I found it difficult to sleep, but after some hours later, about 2 hours later, because we spent 4 hours already, and then 2 hours later we got to Egypt and about to land. I want to enter this stuff. Yeah, I really did. I'll hold the phone like this for my YouTube. It's actually very fast.
Yes, now.
It's more faster.
Told you.
Maybe for like
Oh, shit. Me that I didn't even do my own self because my phone is still inside my pocket.
yes, it looks like for my
Catching flights, not feelings.
I came across some other Nigerian students who were going to Canada from Nigeria also. If that makes sense. It was time to board our next flight to Toronto, and this flight was gonna be for 12 hours. With that in mind, I got even more tired right before the plane started. The most joyful part of it was that it was an Airbus, which was the biggest plane that was taking us to Toronto. So there was like more room space, more leg space. Everything was massive, guys. And then again, I got the window seats. Like, isn't that great? Isn't that amazing? So guys, we are actually on our way to Toronto right now, and I'm one of those lucky ones that end up having the window seats. The flight service wasn't that bad, at least for me. I didn't really have any personal worst experience from the flight attendants, but some other people actually complained that they were racist, but I didn't experience any of that. Anyways, about 12 long hours later, we finally arrived Toronto, Canada, and that was like the highlights, most amazing moment of my flight. Everyone started clapping on the flight because we finally arrived safely to our destination. As an international student coming to Canada, you're supposed to or expected to get your study permit in your port of entry. So Toronto was my port of entry. So I had to get my study permit, and during the process of getting my study permit, I missed my next flight because we landed very late, and my next flight was about an hour later, and I spent over an hour, more like 2 hours, getting my study permit. I can't find all my luggages. It's just those two that I've seen so far, and I don't know where the other ones are, but these ones are not mine. I need 2 extra luggages. I'm not here right now. My flight was delayed, and it was moved to like 2. No, it wasn't delayed. I missed my flight, so they had to put me on the next available flight, which is by 2. That's like 4 hours from the first flight, and I am so hungry. I had to get this one. This cost me about $18. This is the ticket receipts. I mean, this is the receipts. But I've been in USL. Somebody have not landed. They're already spending this much. Sure. Just for the first time. Sure. Let's just get something right in the tummy. I'll keep you guys posted when the flight's here and when I'm boarding and when I get back to my apartment. That's for now. Bye guys. So you guys, 4 hours of waiting became 5 hours, 5 hours of waiting became 6 hours, and that was how my flight got delayed to about 10 to 11 hours. I was feeling very sleepy, and with no more strength in me anymore because I had to wait for like 10 hours. The flight finally arrived and we boarded the flight by around 7 p.m. The flight was to last for about 4 to 5 hours, and the moment I got on the plane, I slept off. Trust me, I didn't make any single video, not until I arrived Edmonton.
Okay, this one.
We had a quick stop at Dollarama, if that's what it's called. I don't know if I got it right, to get towels and dinner basically, and the rest was history.
I can't forget the day we met. Your eyes so blue, me piercing through. I can't forget the day we met. Your smile so bright, it made me swoon. Our love is like a summer's day, hot and endless in a magic way. Whenever I see you, all I can think is my summer love. Been waiting for you.